Have you ever seen props like this? Well, now you have. What are these things? I think they're called doughnut props or something. I heard if you throttle too hard they might explode, so we're gonna try that today. We're gonna see if these are any good or if they suck. Who knows? If you try them, comment below. I also got some other props. I always fly 3-bladed prop, even on my smaller drones. Today I'm also gonna try out some bi-blade propellers. I got these ones from Ethic. I think they are a little bit higher pitched. And then I have some gem fans with a little hook on the end. Is that supposed to be better? I don't know. They seem pretty high pitched too. I don't know which one are higher pitched. I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna try all these props and see if they are any good, if they feel better, worse, or just the same as a 3-bladed prop. So we'll see in a little bit. But first, I'm gonna get my thumbs warm up. So let's get a warm-up pack. Flippy flop coming up. I'm out here at a little RC plane field actually. So it's not the most fun environment, but perfect for testing because it's just soft grass landing and not a lot of stuff in the way. So for just cruising around with the bi-blades and see how they feel, I think this is gonna be pretty nice, because I don't think bi-blades are made for doing flippy flops, you know. They're more for cruising, maybe some long range or something like that, you know. And also with the doughnut prop, if they explode, I don't want the drone to explode on impact with the ground, you know. So soft grass over here to crash the drone when the doughnut props explode. So, but first we do a little warm-up pack on the freestyle drone to get the thumbs warm, get the feeling in the fingers, you know, and then we try some prop. Let's rock and roll. Let's go, little warm-up pack. Still cold outside. A little bit windy, look at that cone. Not too much wind, I think. I fell into the ground. Oops. Try to do a low inverted jaw spin. Really gotta turn off the throttle the whole way to get some air time. Whoa! Crazy! Straight into the ditch. Okay, I gotta run and get it, you know? And then we'll try some props. Okay, let's see, what prop should we try first? Maybe the colorful ones, just because they are colorful. Let's try and see how it feels. I think we're gonna do doughnut props last, because if they explode and the quad falls out of the sky, it might break, you know? So I don't wanna kill the drone first thing. Man, this one's got a real good hook in there. Imagine getting that into your finger. Gonna fucking hurt. Gonna take your finger off. It's on the back sides. Unless you put the prop on the wrong way, you're probably safe. But let's screw this on the 6-inch and do a little test. See how it feels. Okay, they're on there. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're going to buy blades. Only 2 blades, you know. Let's compare. These are the ones I usually rock. Tri-blade 6-inch. That's the diff. But yeah, I got some more blades on this one, I guess. So let's try it out and see how it feels. So I rocked the 04 on this one. So I'm gonna go without action camera. We'll see it from the 04. Still no ND filters on there, but I'm gonna try that some other time. See how it feels with the motion blur. People say it's kind of weird flying with the motion blur of using an ND filter, so let's take one thing at a time. Now we're trying bi-blades, not motion blur, so let's take it for a test flight, see if it can flip-flop or just cruise. We'll see in a little bit. These goggles 3, how do you wear them on your head? Like that. You have to move the thing in the back the whole time. You can't just pull them up. You have to do like, oh, let it slide down, and then you can catch it. That's pretty annoying. The other ones you just pull up. The V2 and V1 you just pull up and then they're there. Now these ones, since the band is so high up, yeah, I don't know. Still not fully used to these ones. But I mean, the image is crispy, so guess there's not much to do, you know. The battery is in. Okay, let's do first test flight. Whoa. Bi-blades. Okay. Do I feel any difference? Maybe not as punchy. I mean, they got power. But is there a huge difference? I'm not sure. They sound pretty gnarly. Can you hear them? Boom! I mean, you can do rolls and power loops at least. Inverted yaw spin, I guess. Do I feel anything different with these ones compared to tri-blades, the ones I usually run? Do they feel way different than tri-blades? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit less punchy. But for cruising, I would go for those for cruising any day. For a 6-inch cruise mission, yeah, that would be lovely. Let's try the other ones I have with the hook. Okay, we got into stealth mode. All blacked out props. Let's try these and see how they fly. Okay, let's see how these runs. Are that little hook gonna do any difference or? Okay. These sounds a little bit more like the regular ones. The other ones, the colorful ones, they had such dark pitch in the sound. Okay, let's do a punch. Okay. I mean, I'm moving upwards. That's good. A little bit of jelly, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Maybe these ones have more punch. I'm gonna check after which ones have more. Yeah, these ones have more punch, I think. Okay, I gotta switch battery. This battery is dead. Okay, there we go. This is 25 volts. The other one started at 22, so it wasn't fully charged. I accidentally grabbed a battery that wasn't charged. Oh, it happens to the best of us. Let's punch. Man, these props are nice. These ones are more punchy than the colorful ones, I can say that at least. So let's take a little cruise over the field. See if the props stay on or if they explode. This is about this. I did this cruise with the other ones too. Yeah, they feel good. Good for cruising at least. Okay, yeah, these feels good. I don't know. Is there any difference? A little bit punchier than the colorful ones, but I think I have to slap on the regular ones I fly and see if there's any difference compared to those. So I'm gonna slap those on and do another flight. And we'll see if there is any difference, you know. Let's do that. Okay, back to some familiarity. This is usually how I run the 6-inch. Big juicy 3-bladed 6-inch prop. So I'm gonna slap on a battery and then I'm gonna try if these are more punchy or how this feels compared to the bi-blades. Okay, let's try. See how it feels. I don't know why, it feels faster. Is it just me imagine things, or let's do a punch. I don't know. Yeah, I think these are more punchy. More punch with tri-blades. This is like a freestyle quad now. And the other one actually feels more like a cruising, like a cruise quad. Just because you don't have that punchiness. You don't have the same punchiness. So okay, if you want to chase cars or something with this one, with 6-inch, I would go tri-blade. If you want to do cruising, long range or whatever, I would go bi-blades maybe. I'm gonna bring it in and I'm gonna check the pitch of those bi-blades. And also the pitch of these ones. I think that... So these black ones, they have a pitch of 4.7. So that's a pretty nice pitch, you know. And these colorful ones, they're called K2 Bubblegum. They have a pitch of 4, so there's a little bit less pitch in these ones. The tri-blade I run, they have a pitch of 3.5, so the bi-blades are a bit higher pitch, but they have less blades obviously, but so they're supposed to push less air, I guess. But now we're gonna try the little donut props and see how they gonna work. The donut props are 5.1 inch, so I'm gonna run them on my freestyle quad because this one is 5-inch quad, the other one is 6 inches. These are gonna be a little bit too small, I think, for the motors and stuff on the 6-inch. So I'm gonna run it on my freestyle quad, and then it doesn't matter if I crash it, if they explode, you know. So let's put them on and see how weird it looks. That's step 1. See how weird it looks. Okay, they look hella weird, I can tell you that. Look at that shit. Will these props explode? Let's see. Let's see how they fly, how they look, how they feel. If this is something we should run every day when we do freestyle. Are these my new favorite props? We'll see in a little bit. At least they spin. Okay, weird donut props. Test number 1. They're pretty loud. I thought they were gonna be less loud. I mean, I'm getting somewhere. Roll. Punch, decent. I thought they were gonna be worse actually. This isn't too bad. I can freestyle with these. Maybe they break if you crash, but for freestyle, until you crash, I guess they work. You can punch, but they're not as punchy as my regular props I run. But I guess that depends on the pitch and stuff. So you gotta be careful so you don't hit the ground, you know? But I mean, I can do a little bit freestyle with this. Okay, let's try punch and see if they explode. That's what people said. No explosion. They didn't explode. They worked perfectly. Who could ever complain at doughnut props? Man, there was no explosion of props. They worked perfectly fine. I thought they were gonna explode, but these are the new normal. The new freestyle props I'm gonna run every day, I think. They felt perfect. I'm exaggerating, but I mean, they felt fine. For cruising, they don't feel as punchy. But I mean, they have a totally different shape. They're doughnut, basically. So maybe that's why. Okay, I can't really say I felt that much difference between all these props. I guess the bi-blades, not as punchy as a tri-blade. Of course, it depends on the pitch and everything. So the higher pitch ones felt a little bit more punchy. Lower pitch felt even less punchy. Tri-blades, most punchy, even though lower pitch. I guess there are some smart people on YouTube that already explained all this. But these are my observations, my own feeling, you know. And then the doughnut prop, the creme de la creme. This weird infinity loop form. Are they infinitely better than a regular prop? I would say no. I would at the same time not say that they suck totally. You can fly them, you can flip them, you can freestyle them, you can cruise them. What's better with them? I don't know. I'm gonna use them anymore. They will be my new freestyle prop. And they didn't explode. I was hoping they would explode because that would be fun. But I mean, I punched as much as I could. I tried to hover down low throttle and then punch. So the difference between the speed it's spinning at would be low and then you go poof, straight to power and then they were gonna explode. But they didn't, so okay. That's it for today. Until next time, peace out.